everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Tinkering Around. For this one, I was pretty excited to do. I've been waiting on some parts to come for it to get it working properly. So we'll just go ahead and jump right into it. This is the Canon 350C Jet StarWriter Personal Publishing System. This is really cool. It's from about 1995. It's basically a personal computer to print, write, create all kinds of documents. And not only does it have the integrated jet printer in it, it prints in black or in color, which I just thought was really neat. You can see here, this is your black cartridge. This is your actual ink cartridge here. And then this is its carriage, which doesn't necessarily need to be replaced every time. But it, you can see here where it communicates with the computer. And then here is where your ink is coming out as it is printing. Right now I currently have the color cartridge installed. I'll show you that in here pretty much. Let me open up the paper tray. There you go. There you go. And then when you replace a cartridge, you hit mode 9. Color cartridge is currently installed. Press return to replace or code and undo to cancel. So I'll do a return so you can see how it does it. Typically you'd have this front lowered, but I don't need to do that. And there you go. So you can see your color cartridges in there. And it also has an integrated black cartridge in there as well. And then once that's replaced, boom. And at this point you would hit return when replacement is done. And press return to reset the color ink gauge after new installation. Otherwise, just press undo. We won't do that. If you do that, what it does is cleans the ink head. It puts it through a cleaning process. It takes maybe like 45 seconds. So we'll skip that for now. So we'll do code undo. Well, it looks like it's gonna clean it anyways. So while this is doing this, I'll show you, not only do we have the black ink or the colored, we have our user guide here, which as you can see is pretty thick. Lots of information on creating documents, formatting disks, saving. You got different font settings, margins, text sizes. We have an original purchase receipt, which I always love to see. So you can see on this guy, it's okay to return it within 30 days. This is probably not valid considering this was in 1998, but maybe I could try. And then, you know, we got that $200. And look at that list price, $447. I don't know what this $50 charge is here, but yeah, pretty neat. From Office Depot, of course, in Tampa. I highly doubt that place exists anymore. Maybe it does, I don't know. So on top of the receipt and the manual, we also have our software. So we've got clip art discs. We have greeting cards. Clip art disc 2. So you can see these things are on the main screen here. If I click them, they're not going to work if the disc's not in the system. So we're going to go ahead and, oops, sorry about that. Before we do that, I'll show you, we got word processor, address book, label programs for making your labels, clip art, greeting cards, disk manager, that type of fun thing. So we're going to load up greeting cards here. Loads in the back left of the system. There we go. Greeting cards, software, 5, loading. Okay, it's brought us to a text. We're going to go file, new, option 1, loading. And here's our greeting cards. So we're going to do a thank you. Random thank you number 2. What it looks like, I have no idea. I imagine these greeting cards probably, or I should say the software came with a book that would show you which each thing was. And I'm sure there's probably even a way to display it on here. Though I don't know how to do that, so we're just going to chug right along. Thank you for watching Tinkering Around. All right. The only problem I've been having with this system is when I'm trying to print, the pages do not want to feed correctly. And after reading the manual a little bit, it turns out this system, it prefers, or I should say it requires, a thick paper. And I'm using a pretty thin printer paper, so I assume that's the issue. And I've remedied that by basically just stacking multiple sheets. And it works. We'll show you, so it'll get the point across. So we got the paper in, we got our thank you written, we've selected random thank you card. Code, print. Print 1, print fine, quality. Please wait. You can hear it reading the program. Alright, load paper, press return to start printing. So we're gonna hope it feeds correctly on here. No, didn't want to print that time. I'm gonna, 2 sheets seems to be optimal. Paper is jammed. Press undo. Press return to print. Take the paper. At that time, let's try one more. And there she goes. All right. Take it all. So now we're printing. Give you a little show here. So that's doing its thing. It's not super fast, but it's pretty quick. I'm sure it was fast in 1995. So like I said, this has all kinds of things it can do, from different formats, margins, texts, fonts, font sizes, etc., etc. It's got its programs, clip arts. These clip arts are cool. It's got all kinds of random stuff. And I was playing with it a little bit, and it looks like it's got settings for printing stuff for making t-shirts or whatever else you need. The manual pretty much has it all in there. There's your loading paper, printing, dictionary. It's got a word count, alignment. So it does all kinds of stuff. You can create tables. You can print a disk directory. That's pretty neat. You can save files on floppies as DOS files, transfer to another computer or whatever, address books, all kinds of stuff. You can print on envelopes, that type of thing. So she's printing. While that's printing, I'll show you some of the other stuff I've printed with it, just playing around. This is a neat one. I didn't know what it would be. It was just called Elk. And you can see it printed kind of like a nighttime elk silhouette in front of a night sky. That's pretty cool. And then when you get to cards, got stuff like this. So you can see the quality is pretty good. And it looks like our card's about to come up here for everybody watching. Got that. Okay. We do our little 1990s card folding that everyone remembers doing when we all got our first printers and computers, and everyone got really cheesy cards printed out. So we got a thank you. We have some leaves on a vine there with some color to them. And of course, thank you for watching Tinkering Around. I hope you guys appreciated this. This video barely touched on the capabilities of this machine. I just don't fully know how to do all the stuff it can do. I've only played with it a little bit, and I'm sure it can do a lot more and a lot of really cool stuff. But that's pretty much it for this video. So thanks for watching, tinkering around, and I appreciate your time, your views, your likes, everything, and I hope you appreciate all the weird, silly stuff I come across and make videos of. I'm just trying to add some content to the internet of stuff that seems to not have a lot of information or videos. So thanks, guys. See you later.